Hey, I want to say once again, no war, huh? Let's try and stop the war like crap. Biowarfare, I think it's done its job, yeah? You got us locked down, let us free, and whatever. Half these guys don't even know they lost their human rights, man. I didn't. Non-consent. And I'm not going to leave my house. I leave my house the same amount of times, man. Like, I went for walks and stuff like that, like, when I wanted to. I might, I go to the backyard, like, and get sun and work on my own garden. But, yeah, man. Shit's getting real for me, man. So, I don't know how many more times anyone's even going to see me. Like, that's life, huh? You never know when you're going to die. You could walk out over the street and get hit by a bus. I try and tell the police, watch out. Like, because in Europe, they're making caliphates and stuff like that. Like, that's what Islam does. Islam's Ciao. They're singing the Ciao song, man. They're communists. Like, they're ready. They're lined up for communism, Islam. And they're, if you know, I know vets and what they dropped on them, the Qurans and all that. It's just like the Bible. It got twisted. Jihad meant protect your house. If someone breaks in, you got every right to kill them. Like, that's jihad. Not to go and attack at other countries and all that, but if they live in there and it's their house and they get attacked or their shops get attacked, or racism or anything like that, they can jihad that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just like anyone. You come into my house, I'm not Islam, but I'm Catholic, so Abrahamic, we run it all. We actually run a lot of stuff, man. We run the Protestants still. Protestants think, yeah, whatever, Catholic runs it all, man. Anyway, but I can do a backflip because it's Abrahamic, abracadabra. Like, boom, I'm Islam. Like, no, I've got Islamic traits. Look at me, man. I'm freaking, like, this is me pale in the middle of winter. I sleep during the day, too. Like, I don't smoke cigarettes, man. I don't drink alcohol. Like, I quit it for freaking ages, but no one's giving me any freaking weed around here, man. I need something to freaking go. I know so much where what's going on and the pain I'm carrying on my heart. And then my mum's just been freaking nurse of freaking hell. She kills people for a living and, like, tries to, they're getting bonuses and all kinds of shit. I know. I made her friends with her boss. Like, I tried to buy land when I was, like, in 2010. She goes, wait. Stole my land. I was about to buy a 4-wheel drive. The car yard guy couldn't believe it. He goes, what's your mum doing? She's setting you up. I'm like, no. He goes, I just spent, like, thousands of dollars getting the plates ready for this, like, good 4-wheel drive. She rushed me. And now she's saying, oh, you picked the first one. I said, Mum, I don't want to pick the first one. I want to check a few car yards. She goes, I'm not looking any further. And I said, look, here's the money back. Here's 17 grand. And she goes, huh? Like, she just can't believe it. She's so money driven. She couldn't believe someone giving her money back. Like, hey, no, I don't want the money. I just need enough to get my license and pay the gas bill and get the hell out of this poison house. She then stopped it for the next month, made sure I could not leave, even ran back to rentals and said, he's got a house. He doesn't need it. There's no house. We're talking 3 years later. She's a liar of the worst kind. She'll say everything's all right and then inject you with fentanyl and knock you dead. She's one of those nurses, man. She even told me some patients are so difficult, we just have to drop them on the bed. Like, and that's her saying that, I don't know. She moved out of nursing homes after that and moved into rehab centres where people come out half munged out and, yeah. Once they sign those papers, nighty night. Fentanyl's a hell of a drug. They've actually got cocaine in there too. Like, when they talk to their family, when they want the family to come in and they want to spike them out of their fentanyl fucking thing, they give them this special hospital cocaine. And it makes them talk. And they're like, hey, blah, 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 blah. And they get to talk and then they're back to sleep. See you later. Like, and she used to do it in front of their family. It's like, don't do it in front of their family. Tell them they've got a couple of days to live and do it at 11 o'clock at night. Let the family see them and say goodbye. Man, she'll freaking kill me. She's tried to hit me in cars. Like, she hit me once, But now I'm like ready for it. I came out with like a jerry can and something. Even my neighbours, they had her on videotape and said, tell your mum to watch out. She's going to freaking hurt somebody. And I go, I know. She drives at you. Like, she's crazy because she can't hurt me. She tried to hurt me physically drunk. And I was like, Mum, you're not hurting me. She even came in with a knife and I sort of just blocked it. You know, I don't hurt women. I don't hit her. I smashed her wine bottle and I said, you're freaking drunk. She was slipping over everywhere. It was like this house. The door flew at her. And the door flew at my ex. Like, I'm like, what are you doing? You know, it seems like you're cheating on me. No. Door flies at her. This guy, I'm like, man, did you steal this crap? I'll let you in out of the rain. He was sleeping he was sleeping in a tent. Rain for 4 days flat out. I said, man, get out of the rain. Come up here. Stay the night here. Shit went missing. You know, fuck, he's homeless, man. I forgive. I keep forgiving. My heart's hurting. How much do I have to forgive? How much? Let me out of here, please. Father, cosmic birther, Lord of Lords, King of Kings, true creator of all. All the demigods flying around are having a freaking great time right now with everyone all twisted up, making them all riot and all this stuff, and Antifa's all, they don't know, they're being little Satanists, like, and they might be made up. It's a father of lies. Would you follow someone who's lying to you? No capo ever lied to me, man. And even the Asians. And then they like passed me to the Asians. I know what's going on. It was like 20 years ago. When the towers fell, man. That's the start of World War III. That was like, everybody look. Like, attack on the West. Wake up. It's been going for 20 years. Everyone's 20 years twisted. It's going to take them 20 years to get out. Some of them are lost forever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they Democrats want Chinese. Like, do they realise that as soon as that comes in, they're dead? Like, they're using you. They're going to say, you're a traitor to your own people. We can't trust you. But you did a great job for us. So, you know, you had a bit of fun while you did it. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Boom. And then they're just keeping the seat warm for the Asians. Trust me. And you know what? They deserve it. They deserve it. So, learn a bit of Chinese. And let's hope Xi Jinping stands up. They've got the power, man. Like, freaking hell, man. And, like, they could work with, you know, Trump. And I know Trump can work with his connections and all that kind of stuff. And we need Europe to stand up. Unified Europe, good. But don't be a fucking bunch of biatches. You know, stand up. Say, no, this is ours. They're taking over. They've got caliphates everywhere, man. Like, they're done. Like, they're done. Like, and Gaddafi said, if you kill me, Europe will turn brown. Well, it's almost like they wanted to. It's like they want to destroy the earth. I don't know. Getting out of here. If this is Satan's world, if Lucifer is stepping back, the light bearer, which, mind you, Lucifer, you know, doesn't, you know, we put consciousness into it. There's like 2 billion Catholics and even more Christians, you know what I mean? Like, and they're giving power, like the consciousness of God, even if, like, the art of consciousness manifestation, like, you know what I mean? And Chinese had the best prana and all that kind of stuff. But Buddha, it's like, you know, Jesus is like doing Buddha's greatest hits. Like, he went to the east. They've got a place where he lived, like, when Buddhism was going crazy. He lived there. He had a few children there. He went to the Essenes. He went to all the mystic schools. He went to Egypt. Then he came back to Judea. And he was a priest. And, like, I don't know, he used to, like, enemy to muscata, you know, psilocybin, all that kind of stuff. You know, that's what they did in freaking India, man. Like, that's why they call cows holy, because, like, magic mushrooms grows out of the shit. That's why they're like, whoa, these cows shit freaking gold, man. Break through the veil. Like, if you eat this shit. I used to throw cow patties at my mates. I'm a country boy, and we used to sell yearlings. I used to hate it. We injected them with the antibiotics and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that stuff's going on. I know. I've seen it all with my own eyes. Worked at morgues. I've done everything. I worked at poor people's houses. I worked at billionaires' houses. I know a lot of people. A lot of people have... And Luciferians are different to Satanics. They're very much not animals. They are highbrow people. Lucky. If anything, I'm a light bearer. Trying to bring you truth. Alright? And China. Don't turn on Bill Gates. Don't do that. Don't fall as low, you know what I mean? Like, don't start stoning people to death and shit. He who throws the first stone better not have committed a sin. And we all have. So, and that's all part of, like, being here. It's a test. You're supposed to, even if you turn on your last day, but you truly turn, like that woman washed the story. It's a story, right? Washed Jeshua's feet with her hair, like she was a prostitute. But she truly wanted to stop. But back in those days, man, come on, man, a single woman, like, you know, she was like, begging, like, please, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And he's like, come with me, you know. Sit back with the women with us. You know, you don't have to do it no more. You know, you really don't. I can see she was begging to stop. Even if it's your last day on earth and you really beg, like, and you really meant it, but some people do too much stuff and they can't make up for it on their last day. Start now. Start now. The whole world. China. Xi just open up Falun Gong again. Just do that. Why did that stop? Why do you want to stop people having, like, you want them to worship your picture in a church? If you give them Falun Gong, they'll be like, yeah, Xi Jinping, he's a legend. He gave us back Falun Gong. Like, why'd you lose that? That was power, man. That's power. Like, you can freaking beat some big guys when you know that stuff. Like, Qigong and this stuff and that stuff. It's like Krav Maga, but the Chinese version. And, you know, Israel's not dumb too, alright? Don't push them around too much. And they got connections too. Like, and if anyone knows freaking war, it's the Germans, it's the Russians, it's all Western Europe. I brought up pretty much Western Europe. I had to split wood and all that when I was 6 years old. And a dryzer bone that was like too big for me. Like, you know, dryzer bone's a big heavy coat. I'm splitting wood with an adult splitter. And I'm like freaking 7 years old. It was my job to make sure the wood was rotated and the fires were going every night. Like, you know, I wasn't an arsonist, but, you know, I had to light fires every night. Keep the house warm. Like, we were in the country and we had tank water. I grew up on tank water, no fluoride. I speak a million miles an hour. Like, everyone else seems to do, well, if you had fluoride since you were a kid, I filter my water, then I ozone, and I try an ozone therapy. Like, if I go down the street, I ozone therapy myself. I ozone everything. I wash everything twice. I do once with the stuff, and then once sometimes with tea tree oil, but it's hard to waste it now, like, you know what I mean? Like, getting into desperate times, man. We need tea trees to actually make the tea tree oil. I need to learn how to do that stuff. Like, everybody, peace, man. Peace. It's the only way you win. Like, the only one who wins from war is the one who sells the bullets. Now, biowarfare is a sick way of doing it. If they drop in 2 weeks, cough drops. Beautiful. They get 2 weeks to freaking say, oh, I'm sorry, ring their family and all that. That's good. Make a good one. If it's going to be a second wave and it's going to be a good one, you're going to knock out 7 billion, do it fast. Mercy. It's the only way you're going to get any soul back. Now, the world's population used to balance at 1 billion people for thousands of years. Just 1 billion. Like, it would always turn out 2 people, 2 children. You'd have 5, 7 kids. 5 of them would die before they were 5. And you'd end up with 2 healthy ones. That's why Phoenicians used to, like, sacrifice them, because they're like, we've got a 12-year-old and a 15-year-old and they're good little boys. This one, we're risking death. Like, there's a 90% chance he's going to die and it's horrible. Like, let's give him to our God. That's the Phoenician way. They didn't just slaughter their babies. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it sounds horrible, the stories, but it's all twisted. And if you know, like, you know, what are you supposed to do, man? Like, abortion and all that back in those days, and you got 2 healthy kids, and you can feed 2 healthy kids, but you can't feed 3, and you've just lost 3 children, like at 2, 3 years old, and you know, the woman's brokenhearted. You're almost like, I'll give it to God, just let my boys grow up, please. What greater gift can you give than your own child? Like, that's the way they looked at it. Alright? Like, so, keep it real. Satan's the father of lies. If you're hurting people and dicing people up slowly, they better deserve it, man. Because you get what you give. And China, like, we're South Asia. I even told people years ago, we're South Asia, work hard or lose a job. Like, the job will go to China. We've given you enough jobs. We built you up. Like, China, your powerhouse. Like, second, nearly one. You know what I mean? You guys are number one with America. You basically got half of America tied down with the media. Like, come on, just stop. Stop the games and make a truce. That's what you got to do. Just make a truce and say, look, like, you know, I reckon build a couple more cities in Australia. Come here, build. You just build quick anyway. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care. I like Chinese people, but let them do Falun Gong. I want to learn their stuff, man. Look at these, look at the chakras and all that stuff. There's like Israel stuff in the middle of the chakras, and it comes from Vedic and the Himalayans and the Tibetans and China, you know, you've all had it, man. It's spread right over to Japan. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's different types of Buddhism. It's like Christianity. There's many different types. But just remember, like, you know, I'm Catholic. I can do a backflip to Islam, and, you know, I can chop people up if they're out of the house of Islam, or out of the house of Abraham. Or if I'm attacked, it's self-defense. And Lord of Lords, King of Kings. Pray that doesn't happen. But if this becomes Satan's world, take me. Take me quickly. Feed me lead. If you want to feed me heavy metals, feed me lead. Please. Like, life's been good so far. Maybe my eon's over. Because I ain't taking no needles, man. I hate them. Like, not ones that are unnecessary, like, just to chip me. Just to some stupid thing that doesn't do the mutations and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't make sense. It's got to make sense. An antibiotic, if I've got a big infection that is, I'm feeling like, you know, if something hits me that hard, like if I dug something out of my leg, I got some crap was like poisonous. I put it in my sock, and oh man, I froze it and dug it out. You're like, you're crazy. It was a big infection though. Like, I tried my best, like, to beat it, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna need freaking antibiotics, and there's nothing better than amoxicillin, not fluamoxicillin. Fuck that shit. At least I've got a good stuff to cleanse it out, huh? Ozone therapy, I'm cleansed. It cleanses the crap out of you. But easy does it. Don't have too much of it. And yeah, because it rips through everything. But it's what you need. And almost bloody take out all those mites too, I think. And plus, once I do the other stuff, and plus those microZX and all that kind of stuff, it washes out. Thank you so much, YouTube, Google, for letting me even play this long. Ping, stand up with Trump, both together, side by side. And the Queen never wanted this shit. Remember that? She didn't want this stuff. Her brothers were supposed to be king. It fell on her shoulders. She didn't want anything to do with it. Like, Princess Di, all that kind of stuff. It's like Trump, man. All the people around him, man. Like, he can't get anything through. It's like Ping. Like, he doesn't know what's going on in the CDC labs. There's more white people in there than freaking anything. It was half built in America, half built in bloody China. Stop fighting over it, both of you. And stop building them. Or make a damn good one that wipes us freaking out if you're going to do it. Don't do it slowly and have fun and make us beg for, I don't know. Give me a good one. Just wipe me out, man. Like, if it's going to be that sick, and like 90% of people are going to be walking around with this, some chip where they're like, nah, I got to do my job and I can't buy or sell, man, that's going to be hell. Like, I'll get like used to hunting. Maybe I'll be good. Maybe I'll be the healthiest one. We're looking around at these zombies, but be like zombie apocalypse, man, if I have a garden. I'll have to guard it all night. And like, my mum ain't no one to trust. Like, she would like lie, set me up and bring people in. I'm not stupid, alright? I'm not stupid. She's a setup. She loves it. She gets off on it. She kills people for a living. She goes, oh, you'll be fine. And pushes the needle. They've already got the thing. She can't kill anything unless it's strapped down to her bed. That's why she tried to hit me in a car. She wanted me in bed to get the paycheck. To live off a freaking crippled son. That's what she wanted. She thought that's what I'd be after the car accident. But I'm actually alright. Thank you, Lord of Lords, King of Kings. Healed me like a magician. Plus, some great supplements from, some warriors of infos and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And it's a war of truth versus lies. Come on, man. Like, let's, all the idiots, chip them. Because they're animals, man. We need to chip them like dogs. They couldn't find their own way home. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if you're in a new town, fair enough. But, like, they don't even know what's going on, man. They got no idea. And if you say, hey, go get the ball. I'll get the ball. But anyway, I better leave yous on Magical 21. We'll go 22. Watch out, 222. Alright, I'm just about to watch some good tinfoil hack crap. I'm crazy. Yeah, I'm a crackpot. I told everyone there was going to be a sickness. But anyway, peace, love, compassion. Every single religion looks up to the stars. Every ancient looks up to the stars and kisses Mother Earth. Mother Earth nurtures us. She's fruitful. It's like she got milk coming out of her. And Father Sky has the energy that warms her. Alright, so peace, love, compassion.